is Drift Prep Day 1, and I'm going to start it off with a little surprise. I have an unboxing. I have about 4 things that'll be going into my Drift Day preps. I'm going to open all of them, but we are going to be installing in the car my fire extinguisher setup. That is one of the most important parts of any track car. You have to be able to have a fire extinguisher within reach of the driver's seat. And though I won't be running harnesses for my first season, it should still be within reach of me having the harness on. After looking at my local track's rules, it says fire extinguishers are required for all cars. Minimum 2 pounds of extinguishing agent required. This does not mean overall weight of the entire extinguisher. The extinguisher must have a gauge, and gauge will be checked before each event. It must be securely mounted using a metal bracket within reach of the driver while seated with a harness on. Fire extinguishers should not be mounted on the driver's side floor. So that's originally where I was thinking about putting it, is right at my feet. As you'll see in one of these packages, I got a nice little setup for how I can mount it to the seat rails. However, according to my local track's rules, I can no longer put it at the driver's feet. So I'm going to test out if it'll be easier to grab it from behind the passenger seat, or in front of the passenger seat, or even behind the driver's seat. So we're going to try out that. Let's get into the unboxing. Number 2 is a universal Bracketeer Kit. The company's the Bracketeer, and this is perfect for setting up a fire extinguisher to mount at the seats. You have to take out the bolts, and you put this in place, bolt it all together, and then you can attach the holder to the bracket itself, and it's a pretty sturdy system. This is what I'm going to be trying out with putting it in front of the passenger seat, or behind the passenger seat, or maybe even behind my seat. This is a universal battery tie-down kit. You got the two J hooks or L hooks or whatever you want to call them, and they go into the car right under where your battery is. And then you got the top mount little brace bar, and there's 2 wing nuts. Thread them on. You got to keep the battery tied down. It's an important part of the safety here as well. Right here in the rules, it even says battery must be securely tied down with plastic or metal straps and proper hardware. Battery tie down must be in good condition. No rubber tie downs, bungee cords, zip ties, etc. The positive terminal of the battery must be insulated. Mine's already insulated, so I don't have to worry about that. I also don't have to worry about the second rule, that my battery is not in my driver's compartment. It is still under the hood. So I just need to get it tied down. It's important to have a battery tied down, especially on the track, especially with drifting too, because you'll be throwing the car side to side, and if that battery flips over and makes contact with both the positive and the negative end on any kind of metal, it could short out. It could cause a fire, and the last thing you want is an electrical fire burning out of the battery. So you got to make sure that it stays vertically set, and that's the whole point of having a battery tie down. Last but not least, we have tow straps. These are needed for the track in case you go off track or something on your car breaks and you need one of the help vehicles to help tow you off. Not every car has tow hooks or straps already built in. Mine has a rear one, it does not have a front one, so if I need to be pulled from the front, I have no way of them being able to help unless they pull from the control arm or something like that, but I don't want that, so I got tow straps so that I can drill the front one into the front bash bar, and then should I get in a crash, I can just take the bumper off and they'll be able to pull from there. There is a rear hook visible on the car. However, I don't want to risk the tow vehicle straps damaging my bumpers. So I got a soft tow strap for the rear, so should I need to be towed in that way, so it won't mess up my paint or my bumper. It even says here in the rules, tow hooks/straps are required front and rear. Factory tow hooks are acceptable as long as the driver accepts that their car may be damaged when being towed. Tow hooks and straps should be easily found and painted a highly visible color and or the locations marked. Soft tow straps are recommended. So that's what I did. I got front and rear yellow soft tow straps just to protect the car and to make it easier on the guys if I need a tow. Of course, I went with yellow because of my brakes. I like I've always loved Porsche GT4s, and I love the blue with the yellow look they do. So I'm not saying I'm, thinking my car's a Porsche, but I love that yellow and blue combo. So little hints of yellow around, I don't mind. So I got the yellow brake calipers and now yellow straps. I think it'll look pretty nice. That's it for the unboxing for now. I'm sure there'll be more in the future, but for now I have the basics that I need, that I absolutely need for drifting, especially being on the track. So now, as part of Drift Prep Day 1, let's go install the Bracketeer and the fire extinguisher bracket. Alright, so here I'm at my front passenger seat. I think this will probably be the best spot to put the fire extinguisher. I can still reach it while having my seatbelt on in the driver's seat. So right now I took off the little bolt covers, and I have the Bracketeer Kit just laid out right here to see how well it would fit up, and it looks like everything will line up. I don't know where that goes, but so there's two ways you can mount the Bracketeer. You can put it so it clamps onto the rails, or you can take out the bolts. There's one here and there's one here, and then screw into the bracket. So that's how I'm going to be doing it. I'm going to be screwing it in like that. So that means we need to take out my two front seat bolts. These are pretty big bolts. They're probably tight, so let's just impact them off. So now with the two front bolts out, we can see if these will fit with the bolts. And look at that. The bolts do fit within the bracket, so that's a good sign. Now, for now, I'm just gonna mock up everything, make sure it all goes well, and then later on I will take it all back out and tighten it. It comes with its own screws and everything, so I want to make sure that those are tight. I just want to get these in and make sure that they will fit and work well, and we'll have the fire extinguisher sitting in a nice spot. Looks like they fit. We won't be needing these. Now to put the brackets into the fire extinguisher holder. And now we attach it to the rest of the system and see if it'll fit with the seat. Last step, let's just add my fire extinguisher. And let's see if the seat will go forward. So that's about the max it'll go, but as a passenger, it's all right if it stays back. I'm not gonna be having anybody have the seat all the way forward for any reason. So, and if for any reason I need to have the seat forward, this is easy enough to take out. Now it's time to tighten everything back down. Now that those are tight, let's tighten all of the other bolts. Okay, everything's tight. All right, let's take another look at how good this setup came out. Here we go in the top view. Beautiful, everything looks good. Looks nice and tidy. Again, the Bracketeer, if you need, I really suggest this brand. This came in handy, and it's super universal, fits on most cars, and it's especially with track need, you need to have the fire extinguisher in a grabbable spot from the driver's seat. And I got some long arms, and with the seatbelt on, I can perfectly grab it from here. So this worked out perfect. Thank you for watching. If you have any questions about the Bracketeer itself or any of my setup, please drop it in the comments below. If you like this video, leave a like. If you want to keep following me through my drift journey, please subscribe. As of right now, I'm working on drift prep day 2, so that video should be coming out soon. Until then, see you next time.